Miles. And the dark gray triad always looking left because I'm not right. Also, alias, aka Juicy Boosie.
I've had people say things to me about Juicy Boosie.
Yeah, I've actually put people on that song. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm here, and who else is here?
That would be me, Delnegro, the one, the only Sir Nigel's significant other that does not have a nickname, but we're going to just go with Delnegro. So thank you to the jury for tuning in to the Don't Judge Me podcast, where it is absolutely your pleasure to make our acquaintance. To reach us, leave a voicemail at 410-834-1562. You can send us an email at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com or message Sir Nigel on his House Away Files messaging system, aka WhatsApp, at Don't Judge Me Podcast. Your comments and or whatever you say and or leave a voicemail on will be judged accordingly by fellow jury members. I feel like a little bit more content, except for this episode, because it all started in reverse because J. Delnegro doesn't know what he's doing anymore. You can go to our YouTube page and see Beautiful's faces live and in person. But now we should just proceed with the show, because we shall proceed to continue to judge in life. If that sounded rushed, because it was, because I'm a little bit discombobulated.
I'm discombobulated. I mean,
sounds and noises.
You might not be able to tell from that phenomenal introduction that I just presented. So, it's understandable. Here we're professionals, and we sometimes have to point out our faults because you guys can't judge us.
No, we can judge everyone. No one can judge us.
Exactly. So
that's like
just FYI, in case y'all didn't know, that's what was going on just moments ago, which I like. One thing, I played this video game called Destiny, and in that group, I'm one of the older people that play, and I've made it known that I am what's called a Vex, which is a time traveling robot. So I am also from the future as well as the past. So when I say things, they are so because I've foretold them. So a lot said there. You probably heard it, didn't hear it. It doesn't matter. Just know that I'm right.
Both in the future and the past.
Yes.
So living, breathing conundrum. You are a living, breathing conundrum.
Definitely. But how's your week been? 2 weeks. How things been? Was crack-a-lacking? Anything new? I got some stories, but I don't know if you do.
I don't think I have any new stories. I got rejected by an art collective. That I'm gonna talk about that on the next 40.
Okay.
I forgot about it, but they sent a rejection letter, and I was just like, you know what? F y'all, because that's how you're supposed to feel. Kids been sick. Been trying to go to like county fairs, but every single time I've tried to go, something has gotten in the way of it, be it the weather or fill the capacity, or like it's just, I bring all that up to say, like, I don't do anything. And when I try to do something, nothing happens. So nothing really, really interesting going on this side of the street.
You say that about the full to capacity. So I mentioned I went to the Ren Fest, and I did not know that once parking's full, that's it. Like they're just like, good day, sir.
You say the Ren Fest.
Yeah.
The last fair I tried to go to was on the field next to the Ren Fest.
That's crazy.
And it's just like the same street. It's the same street. And first of all, for the Ren Fest having its own plot of land that it uses specifically for the Ren Fest says something. And then one thing I saw on the way out. So it's really the same plot of road, same open field. Like, I don't know how many acres. It's just cut in half. It's the fairgrounds, and then it's the Ren Fest fair.
You will know whoever's following you at a certain point is coming along for the ride. Like they will be with you.
Yes.
At the festival.
because I go in from the north and it wants me to make a left turn into the fairgrounds. And then the deputy was like, no more entrance. And it was a line going, I guess, coming from the south to go into the fairgrounds. And I'm sure there's another entrance, but I wasn't the only way I was going to be able to get to the other entrance was to turn around on that same road, right?
Okay.
So I just kept driving towards the south. There was not a free plot of road until the Renfest Fairgrounds. So what I'm saying, it was a good 4 or 5 miles before there wasn't a car going in the other direction. So I wasn't turning around because I'm not sitting in traffic for an hour plus to make a right turn at a light.
Yeah.
So that I can find the other entrance. So that's why I didn't go. So I drove another, 2 miles out so that I can turn towards civilization. Because back there, it's one of those places you don't want to break down at. And you also don't want to drive at night because it's a little creepy back there. But I made a left turn.
It is.
Made a left turn towards civilization.
Like,
and on the left side of the road, as I made a left turn, I saw what I would call a bunker.
Okay.
It was low to the ground,
Mm-hmm.
made out of wood, had windows and a number of doors in this open field. It was just off to the back, somebody's property, somebody's field, what have you. And I said, those are slave quarters. I know those are slave quarters. There is no way these were anything other than slaves' quarters. And
or you drove
exist.
through a horror movie. Like, it was one or two things.
I drove into the future and the past at the same time. Like, that happened. That happened. But there are still slaves' quarters down there in what part? Davidsonville, Maryland. There are still standing slaves' quarters that you can see, and absolutely slaves' quarters. There is nothing else that could be. Nothing. It's not a farmhouse.
Master gonna get you. Where your horse at? How you
not
moving?
A farmhouse. You didn't keep animals there. Those were slaves' quarters that they did not knock down for whatever reason.
I could believe that. I could believe that because honestly, like that whole area, it's just curious as even why or how someone stumbled across that and was like, I need to build a castle.
Right.
Like, okay, all right. Because I mean, there's nothing paved. It's just dirt, grass, and buildings. I'd be surprised. I didn't use the bathroom, but I don't know if there's running water. Like, I really don't understand that whole area. But yeah, no, they definitely come to capacity. It is like a one-way road.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing but trees. There's no like, oh, let me pull over to the side or let me have car problems. No, you will be thrown into the woods. Like, you may be sacrificed. Like, if there is a dragon, you will be fed to it. Because there's no room for your car breaking down. Let me pull over and ask for direction. No, get on.
It is a legit 5 miles in every direction away from like modern civilization.
Yeah.
But it immediately feels like, get from around here, boy. You don't belong around here, boy.
There was one house where I was like, yeah, they're still slaving that
the Confederacy is alive and well in Davidsonville, Maryland. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Or Crownsville, whatever it is. It's alive and well.
It don't matter. It was very isolated. And even like getting out of there, I was like, man, how far? Like, I didn't realize how far I was from a main road. And then once I hit the main road, it's still like, I still have some time to go before I get home. Like, how do you, I feel like they all grow their own foods somewhere. Like,
they go to the bar, which is also they get packages delivered at the bar, and then everybody picks up what they need from the bar.
You know, it's funny. Remember, I think we've seen these, you know, like in the hood, how there's a like barbershop, tattoo parlor, get your phone activated, like those type of joints. Like, that's the bar. It's like, oh, hey, can I get a beer and can I get my dentist appointment? Sure, sit on down. Let's go.
Oh yeah, it's a one-stop shop for everything. But yeah, packaged goods, the dentist, they drink Old Milwaukee. That's down there. You can get some gas. You can get some chicken still alive, tied up by their feet, hanging, for you to pick out yourself, and then you strangle.
I believe it.
You can get all that down there. It is definitely it's just perfect. It is the past and the future at the same time. It is too close and too far away from everything at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a trailer park in between the Ren Fair field and the fairgrounds field, there's a trailer park. And it's just like,
that's where the workers live.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the staff, and coincidentally it was Hispanic people over there in that area. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I also just feel like it's one of those, like, when it snows, that whole area is just off limits. Just like there's wolves, bears. Like, I feel like Liam Neeson has recorded a movie over there. Like,
probably.
It is it is isolated, to say the least.
For sure dirty.
Mm-hmm. I did want to share my experience about my chicken thigh run and a possible question I have for you, and whether or not, if you think this is plausible or not.
I am very much listening and looking forward to hearing about your chicken thigh run.
Yeah. So I've been trying to meal prep. I'm getting tired of the ground turkey, so I'm looking for an alternative. I was like, let me try chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. I don't mind dark meat, so I'm fine. Let's go. Costco doesn't sell it, so I have to, sorry Costco, cheat on you a little bit. I gotta go out there and find my other. So for first thought, because I also have a Sam's Club, but I don't activate it as often, so it's like, all right, I could go to Sam's, but I gotta renew my membership. So it's like, that's a $50 tax to find this chicken. So I was like, let me go to Walmart. I went to Walmart. It was 8:30 in the morning. I was playing a song that I will be playing for you later, so you can judge me accordingly.
Okay.
As I'm going into Walmart, it's a good place. Plenty of good stuff, live selection, live options.
And where are you exactly?
I'm in Laurel at this point.
Laurel, the Walmart in Laurel.
Off of 198.
So that's the one at the top of Laurel.
Yeah.
That you go down and got it.
By the Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going on the hunt for two things: Taco Bell hot sauce, chicken thighs.
Taco Bell hot sauce.
Well, because it doesn't have any calories and it's very low in sodium. Like, it's like 5 grams of sodium. Like, it's actually very healthy. So I'm looking for it, and this is also why I don't believe in Amazon. I'll go into that in a second. All this ties together. So I go into Walmart, I find chicken thighs, and I'm like, $2.93 a pound. That doesn't seem bad. But seeing how this is the first store I've gone to, don't know if it's good. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get my chicken here. I know it's here. Worst case scenario, I spent maybe 50 or 60 cents more than what I should have. I'll learn my lesson next time. So I pick it up. I start walking around. I come around the bin, and in the same container on the other side, I come across a box that says 60 eggs. I'm like, you know what? I don't need that. I am intrigued because you can't see the eggs. So this whole box could be just full of yolk. I don't know. I can't see most eggs at least show the eggs just wrapped in like cellophane or something, right? No, just 60 eggs. That's
60 eggs.
That's all it says on the box. No brand. It just says 60 eggs. And I'm like, interesting. In hindsight, I wish I had done more research, because as I told my family this, they were like, well, how many, like, what's, like, they asked questions like, what type of eggs? And I was like, I don't know. How much they cost? I was like, okay, next time I'll have to look. Anyway, get my chicken thighs. I'm walking around. I find my Taco Bell seasoning. And the reason why I look for this is because at one point on Amazon, I looked it up. 4 bottles for $20, right? So I'm like, all right, most sauces cost like $5 a pop, $4, depending on like what brand you get. Walmart had them for $2. So now I'm like, all right, Amazon, you're charging too damn much. Or people on here are charging too damn much. Because I looked up a couple other things that I feel like were only worth $2, and the person was charging like $20. And I'm like, okay, people are greedy. Look that up sometimes on Amazon. Like, look up something and then go to Walmart and look it up, and you'll see like an extreme price difference, especially like with food kind of stuff. So I get it. I'm getting to the point of the story. So as I continue traveling, I go to Whole Foods, right? I'm picking up my kale. I feel like kale is better at Whole Foods. I have a little judgment when it comes to Walmart. It's not as good. I don't know why, but I still got my chicken, so don't worry about it. So I'm in Whole Foods. I'm getting my kale. I come across the chicken. $6.80 a pound. Now, mind you, $2.93, $6.80. It's almost 3 times the difference in cost. So I proposed it to one of my friends. I was like, damn, like, why would it be 3 times the cost? He said, and this is where I don't know if this is true or not, but it doesn't seem implausible. Well, that chicken isn't murdered. They essentially assist suicide, so that way the chicken doesn't die like aggressively. And I was like, now mind you, I'm in a group of trolls, right? Like, so I mean, like, I'm like, nah, but I could believe that. Like, instead of just chopping his head off, like, I taste the murder. It's like, hey, chicken dog, because that's what you would say to a chicken. Hey, chicken dog.
Chicken dog.
You mind just dying for some chicken wings at Wingstop? And they're like, I got you, fam. And they just go, right? And so because they don't kill themselves, it tastes better because of the shock of murder, right? And so, again, don't know if this is real. I like the lead that I don't think it is. However, hearing that, I'm like, it could be real though. And then also he said that it was probably raised from a two chicken family home. And then I was like, all right, but now since you've used that example in addition to the other example, it makes the other example seem more real. Because clearly he wasn't raised in a 2-parent chicken home. But he might have been assisted suicide. So my dilemma, y'all, is that I don't know if this chicken is going to taste some type of way because it was murdered. And that's why Walmart gave that extra flavor of death to my chicken. So it might be better. Who knows? I'll have to do a comparison at one point in my life.
So by your friend's reasoning, I would suspect that Chick-fil-A chicken comes from 2-parent chicken households, and Popeyes comes from homicide neighborhoods of chicken.
Yeah, secret spice is red rum.
And chickens, assisted suicide chickens, are given Ambien to ease into sleep, and then someone else just comes along and then, like, I don't know, puts nitrous oxide in their bloodstream while they're asleep.
Yeah.
And then they just peacefully just go out in their sleep.
Yeah.
But the other chickens that are found at like Food Lion and Safeway and Giant, those chickens were like, I don't know, they were shot in a drug bust gone wrong or something like that. And
it was trauma. Those are the ghosts that are still, those are the chickens that are haunting their coops. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was so much trauma. Like, what they had, the farmer had the chicken's wife cheat on him, then kill him, and that's the chicken you get at like Aldi's, right? But then the chicken at Chick-fil-A died in its summer home drinking wine with chicks around it, right? Like a lot of chicks. So it
was a pedo. It was a chomo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The Jeffrey Epstein of the Chick-fil-A chickens are the Jeffrey Epsteins of chickens across the globe.
Sure. Right? Yeah. So
allegedly.
So you got the trauma jump, and then you got the best joke. Now, if you had asked me this 5-10 years ago, I'd have been like, you're stupid. But now I question it. Like, I actually don't know if this is real or not.
I feel like the chickens at like hood spots, like Hip Hop Chicken or the Carryout, they're chickens that die in like car crashes.
Ate ramen their whole life instead of just chick feed.
Those are the overdose chickens. Those are the chickens that
maybe some crack, crack or something. Remember that horse that we had a story about one time that had some like heroin in it because it ate like heroin hay or some shit, or no, because I guess the jockey peed on the hay. I don't know what it was. Something crazy. Something. Anyway, so that's the chicken, right? The chicken is the dude that's hanging out with the heroin horse, and it was like, dog, you want to share? And they were like, bet. yo, you're gonna wind up with Popeyes. And they was like, yo, get out of here. No, I'm not. They did. They wound up in Popeyes. And then it's like, you know, you get the other person went to an Ivy League farm, right? And then,
Ivy League farm.
Yeah. I mean, like Tyson's or something. I don't know, like Purdue. I don't know. Like, you know, they work. They got off the streets. The streets would be like, you know, those chickens that are raised in like third world. They just be roaming around in third world countries. Yeah, that's he living on the streets. You know what I'm saying? You need to be work on a farm. You know, get some pedigree shit. Like, oh, I'm at Purdue, dog. Like, oh, you coming up? You think you better than us? Yeah, I do.
There's a storyline that has to do with the chickens.
Yo, because look, I'm telling you right now, Walmart didn't have a brand, no nutrition facts. I don't know nothing. I don't know shit about these chickens. Okay, this is like an unmarked gray chicken. Okay, I know Purdue. I get how much sodium. I got calorie intake. It probably tell me where it's from. Maybe a name. I don't know. I feel like Walmart chickens didn't get no names. Okay, it was like, hey, you, food ready. And it was like, I guess I'm pick, pack. And then, you know, you got Purdue and Tyson. It was like, hey, Jameson, it's time for your afternoon delight. And he's like, and that's why he's walking, you know, like he's walking real.
He struts.
His legs up.
He struts.
Kicking his legs up like, I'm better than everybody.
The chickens at Walmart just be dragging their feet.
Yeah, like, oh shit. And here you go again with this trifling shit.
They be pigeon toed. That's how fucked up they are. The chickens are pigeon toed.
Don't even know. Yeah,
malnutrition.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
poor,
I'm telling you.
Poor medical health, no benefits, just
domesticated chickens, yo. You know, something like wild feral chickens.
Just out here trying to make way.
Mm-hmm. At one point they did a stint doing chicken fights. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, it was just crazy.
Is under this universe, is there a way for chickens to pull themselves up and get out of the circumstances that they were born in?
I don't know, man. I feel like you got probably you got to find you somebody who believes in assisted suicide chicken and lay some brown eggs. You know, the brown eggs are healthier.
Brown eggs.
Yeah, brown eggs are healthier, right?
So that's the real like inverse part of this universe. The white eggs are the ones that are the Walmart chickens, but the brown eggs,
those are healthy.
Are the ones that are the.
You gotta have some shit. You gotta have some multiracial eggs, bro.
Chickens.
You get some white eggs. Nah, I need some light browns. I need some OPEC sand. I need some opal. So I don't know the colors. You know, like light browns. I need light browns. I need those to come out. That's quality egg.
Quality eggs. So the white eggs are the minimum wage eggs, but the brown eggs are the upper crust of society in chicken. Think about it.
Look, you get a dozen eggs with like $3. You get some brown eggs.
So what you don't know because you didn't investigate if those 60 eggs were white or brown.
I didn't know. They're
definitely white because it was in Walmart. And there's no way.
Oh yeah, I would assume, because I feel like I was about to make the comment. I feel like that 60 egg box, that's a jail. Like they just don't know it yet. They were born incarcerated, and that's why there was no windows. You couldn't see them. They was locked up.
23 hours. Shoot program.
I pretty much was the equivalent of a slave trader going into Walmart. I was like, oh, I pick you. I'll pick you. I'll pick you. Well, that box over there, I don't want them.
Don't know where they've been.
I don't see them. You know, I can't make eye contact with them. That's why I didn't look at the price. I couldn't make eye contact. I gotta keep walking. I got what I needed. I'm gonna leave. Let me look for my cocoa butter and get out of here.
When was the last time you bought something like cocoa? When was the last time you bought lotion? We talked about lotion a couple months ago, but last time you bought lotion?
About a month ago.
Was it, as a 40-year-old man, was the lotion basic or was the lotion a little elevated?
It was a little elevated. And the main reason I got it is because when I work out, sometimes like I have, like, I guess essentially, you know, like where I'm walking, I wound up having like problems with like my thighs rubbing, right? So I'm like, all right, lotion. I'm gonna pretty much make it where I'm slipping and sliding.
You're gonna make the boosie juicy. That's what you're gonna do.
Yes, exactly. I gotta make the boosie juicy, so that way I don't have to worry about big boy workout problems. So it's mainly the reason why I bought it. Outside of that, I don't use the lotion.
Okay, so prior to that bottle of lotion, the elevated lotion, can you recall the lotion you bought before that?
Queen Anne's. I think back in 2000.
Super jar.
Yeah, and it's funny because I found it and it is pure liquid right now. There is no, Queen Anne's is usually like dummy thick and almost impossible to like make it
squeeze. You gotta take the top off.
And it also is just it's like shit. I can't grab anything anymore ever again. This shit is like just hits my hand and falls to the ground. I was like, you've passed your prime. I need to throw you away. Given I don't know how long it's been in my house. It's probably been in my house since I moved here. To be honest, because I don't remember the last time I bought it. So I had to be in college. So 2006. It's like a 15-year-old lotion, and it shows. It's gross. It was really gross.
You got rid of it, right?
Not yet, because trash pickup isn't here yet. So technically, it's still on the property.
It's like I need to get rid of you later.
It's still present. I have bought its replacement, but I just as I take trash out, I forget that it's in another location, and so it's like, oh well, I don't want to waste the whole. I don't want to put it in one trash bag and that be the only thing in the trash bag. I need to. So next time I'm about to seal a bag, I need to like, what is it I need to? Okay, I need to make sure I throw that away.
It just looks at you as you walk past it, like, "What about me, bro? What about me?"
You've been here long enough. I need to find how I can get rent from you. Because I'm gonna be honest. I've come across. I do a pretty good job with throwing old stuff away. I've come across stuff in my refrigerator at some points, but it's like, how you been here for 10 years, bro? And I believe it's because somebody will have a cookout and they'll bring it to my house. Because I'd be like, yo, I clean my refrigerator out pretty often. So like when sometimes I come across a mustard, it'd be like expired 2018. I'm like, how you get here?
Let me tell you about myself. Mustard made me think about myself. So I like sandwiches, right? Like deli meat sandwiches. Except if I make them myself.
Yeah, I
so
understand that.
Buy the deli meat, buy the toppings, make one sandwich. This is good. This is what I want. Those condiments and those toppings and those meats will sit in that fridge from here until eternity because it's like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to go through the process of making a sandwich. Now, someone else just took their hands and made the same sandwich I would make from my house for me. I love that sandwich.
Yeah.
I love sandwiches. I just cannot make them. I hate making sandwiches.
I think there is actually like a clinical thing where if you make your own food, it doesn't taste as good. Yeah. So it's actually like a proven thing where like if somebody else makes it, it's going to taste better.
It could just be one piece of turkey between
they can give you the
folded piece of white bread, but somebody else
be
gave
vicious.
Me. This is delicious, but I could do the works. Get the butter lettuce without any of the white on it. Slice the tomatoes just to the thickness that I like, salt and pepper them individually. Put the boar's head premium meats and cheeses on it. Stack it, cut it catty corner so that the slice looks and include some of the finest kettle cooked chips that the world has ever known on the plate. Arrange it accordingly. Put a pickle on the side. One time. That's it. That's all I got in me is that one. After that, fuck those sandwiches. So that shit might sit in the fridge for way longer than it's supposed to.
Yeah, of course. I've done that too. It's like either I'm gonna eat it today or I'm not gonna ever eat it again. And that's why I usually don't keep bread in my house, just because it's like after after you make the first joint, it's like, all right, well,
I don't need you again. Yeah.
I really wish I could just buy 2 slices of bread. Like I don't really need much more than that, or maybe 4.
That's like Chris Rock and I'm gonna get you sucker. How much for one slice of bread?
I mean, bread. Sometimes it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need all that. I don't need a pack. I just need a couple slices. I can make what I need and be done with it.
Agreed, man. I started buying Mission taco shells, the soft ones.
Oh yeah.
The trick to making sandwiches without making sandwiches is bagged salad, The Mission soft shell tacos, and pre-cooked meats like chickens or shrimp or something like that. Sprinkle all that together, wrap it up. Let's go.
Yep.
Sure, I don't get the pickle. Sure, I don't get the tomato. Sure, I don't get the lettuce. Well, the lettuce is in there. The pickle is definitely not. And a lot of times I get like chopped broccoli salad. So I feel like I'm doing something better.
Mm-hmm.
Spend the dollars because I'm gonna eat all. I'm just gonna sprinkle it. It feels like I'm rolling up a blunt or something like that, a white blunt, and smoke that sandwich.
You know, I think it's funny. I have tried to do the sandwich thing. Like I'm gonna do it up. But every time, tomatoes make me feel like I don't own good cutlery. Because I swear I can't cut a tomato to save my life. And they'd be like, I'd be squishing the juices all over the fuck. I'm like, yo, I need to sharpen this shit. Like, you know what? I don't have a sharpener. Like, it just makes me realize, like, the tomatoes, like, this is how you live. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Then the tomato
using a
all
butter knife to
up.
slice a tomato.
Yo,
and shit.
That's what it feels like. Yo,
like it's serrated. It can cut a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Then it's like, then I look at my sandwich. The tomato look like I just got massacred, right? And it's like, yo, my man chicken got done like this too. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Like, so the tomatoes fucked up. The just doesn't look right. And I'm like, yo, I failed this sandwich. And then like I try to sit and enjoy it. And then to your point, it's like, I guess.
Just sitting there waiting for someone to love it. I don't love you sandwich
Yo,
meat.
I don't love the sandwich. I don't love the tomato. I don't like the judgment I'm getting in from my kitchen. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
every time. And then,
it's way more complicated.
Then I'll sharpen the shit out of my knife moving forward. And then I'll probably go through a couple, go through a stint where I'm cutting shit that don't need to be, from a sharpened knife. Like, I'll go through a period where it's just like straight butter for like a month. And then by the time I get to getting back to a tomato, it's dull again. And I'm like, you know what? My life is shit.
Slicing cans of corn open and cans of biscuits. You just slicing whatever you got.
Shit. Yeah, just
slicing everything in the cupboard, boxes of cereal.
Yeah, doing yard work, just cutting tree branches.
Just cutting tree branches down. I got the sharp ass knife. I gotta use it. Might as well use it.
Yeah. And then as soon as I get back to my tomato, just all over the fucking place.
You just made chunky ketchup. That's
I never seen a tomato squirt so much.
Tomato squirt. Tomato squirt.
That joint be like, thanks, dog. I'd be like, bruh, you all over the counter now.
Like, tomato squirt.
I be having just no inside in my tomato. All that shit be all over the counter.
That is something else. Tomato squirt. Wow.
Yep. That's the life I live, y'all. But you know what? I like the transition to my song just based off of that statement, right?
Okay.
Brace yourself.
Bracing.
Is this the full screen? Oh. Well, I guess I'll just do this. Share some. Prepare for. Let me build this up. It's a sample from Boys the Men. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
So that was what I was listening to on my way to Walmart to buy my chicken thighs, because I needed to actually hear it and see if it was as atrocious as it was, and it was. And so imagine your boy, 8:00 in the morning, pussy water, pussy water, pussy water.
Oh shit! Oh,
When ready?
I am.
Processing. I can keep playing it.
No, 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 no,
Please
no,
don't.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. And honestly, I didn't really listen to the words until I was driving, and I was like, "What is?" I was like, "This is giving me a headache." like, like it's not even like a good song. Like you sampled Boys the Men. Like first off, she has a couple other songs where she has sampled like name brand people, and I'm like, either this is illegal and this is going to be taken down, so that's why I need to cover it ASAP, or her manager has some like they are the son of someone famous because how do you get a Boys the Men
Oh,
sample
there's no clearance. There's no clearances. She's just
doing
doing what
whatever?
she wants. Yeah, like I feel like her using any Boys to Men song in reference to the subject that she wanted to talk about is like condemning herself to damnation because there is no reason that you should flip a song from Boys to Men in such a way. Like it's not. And then like in terms of what the subject could be about, I'm sure it's sexual, but it's also like piss. Like what are you doing? Like she was in a tree. She was standing in a tree rapping with a gallon of water, pouring it over her crotch. Like, what are you doing? Like,
My favorite thing is,
oh my God.
we all know this car wash in our community, right? Like this right here is Route 1 for me. Like every car wash is represented in this photo, in this music video. And I just imagine them on a Wednesday morning making this video because weekends you can't do it. It's popping. It's good weather. But I can only also assume it was the winter because it was empty. But let's just say beginning of summer when they made this fresh Wednesday morning. You're going on your way to work. You look over at the car wash, and some girl's on her back getting a gallon of water poured on her coochie.
The girl was doing a headstand out of the sunroof, like popping, and it was just like,
yeah,
what is going? Just directionless. Like I know, hey, none of these girls got daddies. They
no.
just, and the dudes in the video, they just try and get over. Like, bitch is shaking their ass. You know what I'm saying?
And they swim in suits in water.
Pussy water. What? To Boys to Men? What? Like, I feel like Sean Stockman would be outraged right now. Wanye Morris is mad as hell once he sees this. Like, he's just like, like, I am disgusted.
So after hearing this, her name is FIFA Flame, right? So then somebody brought up, who's the Ice Spice? Or what's her name?
Ice Spice. Yeah.
So we got 2 elements, right? We get 3 more, we can get Captain Planet. I'm feeling like we could come up with, a Earth Heart, like Hoochie Mama Heart.
Is Erica Earth, EURFF.
Erica Earth, Hoochie Mama Heart, and then
Twerk Win. That's her name.
Twerk Win. And
they
Earth come together to form Certified Nurse Planet. I don't know. I don't know too much.
Certified Nurses Assistant Planet.
No.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
She want to nose. She just comes out, and her nurse is scrubs. And she's like the moral compass for the 5 thoughties.
Nigga said CNA Planet. Oh my God. Oh man. Don't judge us. But if you do this time,
hey,
I understand. I understand.
Look. We got the 2 elements. We got fire and we got ice. I mean, at this point, it's right in itself.
You're right. You was right. CNA Planet.
CNA Planet.
You had to be there, people. You had to be there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me take this off because I'm literally looking at her coochie up in the air. Let me check.
What is her name again?
FIFA Flame, like FIFA
Flame.
FIFA, like the soccer. FIFA Flame.
Oh man.
What got me, because when I heard it the first time, I heard the Boys and Men. I was like, oh, this is about to be tight. Pussy water. Oh my God. Save. I need to come back to this. I need to listen to it later. What is that? Continued on. And then came back around.
Where is that song appropriate? Like where do you hear that song?
Strip club. That's the only place I can think
My
of.
only place is the strip club.
Strip club or some hoopty playing it really loud at a traffic light, indeed downtown somewhere.
But that's not appropriate, is it? It's just like no, but it happens.
That's where it happens. Yeah.
So as you said, strip club, I'm thinking like, all right, people made music for the club because, especially the strip club, because that's where songs broke, right? Yeah. DJs broke songs at strip clubs, and if the ladies like it, then it's a good chance it's going to pick up and catch on. But now strippers are making the music, and I don't think that stripper in particular has a good ear for music. I don't think that. Cardi did it, and now everybody wants to do it. But Cardi had people around her who had a better ear for music. Then you can't change a Boys and Men song like that. You can't. You just can't. You can change a Jodeci song like that.
Maybe.
You could change a Drew Hill song like that. H-Town, absolutely. But that's like changing the Whispers. Like you can't make the Whispers sound like I beat the pussy up. Like you just can't do that. That is sacrilege.
Yeah, honestly, it's very hard to listen to. It's very hard to listen to. It is sacrilege. It's rude. Like I can even see like what was that Brian McKnight song when he like came out?
Show you how this pussy works. I don't know how it's sung, but I remember the title.
I don't know either. But that would be a more appropriate song, I feel. Because I feel like even Brian McKnight would be in the video. Like, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm still around. I'm alive, I think. I don't know, maybe not. But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna change subjects.
Good.
Please judge me accordingly for this. I'm going to switch to something similar, but not quite the same. So give me a minute to pull this up, sir. Do 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 do. Through the power of technology.
When you think about it, in nature, no other animal wipes after they use the restroom. So why do we do that? And I know there's got to be a benefit to not wiping. I don't really know what it is, but if God wanted us to wipe after we use the restroom, we would have a built-in way to do that into our anatomy. You know what I mean? So because we don't, I personally believe that wiping after using the restroom is not good for your health. You don't know what chemicals are in toilet paper or in wipes. So I personally think it's best to just not wipe. But I stopped wiping about 2 years ago when I started using the litter box instead of a toilet. And I have noticed, like, I have not gotten as sick as often. Now, I know correlation is not causation, but, you know, I feel like my immune system has, like, been built up since I stopped wiping. And it's probably because I'm not exposing myself to those chemicals.
So that was a recommendation from Original J from the #Blackout podcast from a TikToker. I don't know their name, but apparently she doesn't wipe. I personally feel like it's a troll, but I also think if she would have known about the Boys and Men remix Pussy Water, she wouldn't have this problem. She would have a source to clean herself from.
Maybe her pussy water is broken. That she probably needs someone to come check her pipes.
Clogged pipes, because clogged with feces, because
booty,
she doesn't
booty particles.
That's not a particle. That is a full
booty clog.
Definitely not a particle. Full set of unfiltered, backed up plumbing.
My thing is, she's at least 30.
At least.
At least. That means you've gone 28 years, because she said she stopped doing it 2 years ago, wiping your ass. And then you stop wiping your ass. Stop. What? Like, everyone's
The health benefit. You heard about the health benefits.
She said she stopped feeling bad. You know why she probably stopped feeling bad? Because she stopped being around people, because people think she smelled like shit. That's what it was. And she hasn't been catching cold because she hasn't been interacting with society. I bet you if I lived on an island by myself, I wouldn't get sick all the time either, because I'm isolated. And I'm still gonna clean my ass. Her ass she'd probably be digging in her butt all day, yo. Caked up. She probably could shred cheese in them cheeks. Them shits is like the Grand Canyon, the ninth wonder of the world. She's got some caverns in them cheeks, yo. If she got a butt.
Oh, definitely not. It's
shit on her back.
It's just the amber waves of grain. That's what she has back there. Just the flatlands.
Maybe because she doesn't have cheeks. Maybe her poop just come out of her ass and just falls off. It has nothing to touch. There's no cheeks. In which case, power to you, white girl.
I mean, they would just tell me she doesn't have a fibrous diet. Instead, she is just eating like assisted suicide chickens. That's all she eats.
No, that's all. I mean, that seems like the person. I was actually going to say that. She seems like the person who eats assisted suicide chicken and doesn't shit, or does shit and doesn't wipe. I mean, her water bill must be astronomical. I'm hoping that she showers after every shit.
Well, we know she doesn't wash her legs because they don't do that.
I saw the next video where she was crying. I mean, like, why would you put it internet? No, you don't ever. That's some shit you just keep to yourself, literally and figuratively. Like, just don't tell nobody. Like, I would never share that with anybody. Like, even how does that come up in conversation? Hey, how was your weekend? Oh, it was cool. I went Top Golf. Yeah, I decided to stop wiping my ass. Okay. Like, there's no natural way to bring it up. No one asked for that. No one was like, hey, girl, what that ass smell like? She's like, whoa, you don't want to know because I don't wipe.
She's like, natural.
Musk.
It's not musk. That's not musk. That is.
You know, swamp ass times 2.
She's the villain in CNA Planet. Like
yes. She's the remember the pig or a guy who looked like a pig, like the natural waste giant, fucking just polluting everywhere she goes.
Ivana Ooze or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Ivana Ooze. That's what her ass is, yo. Yo, that's so disgusting, yo. Like, she's probably ruined so many pairs of clothes, yo. Her drawers probably are just brown. Like, not by design either.
Something like that has to, like that seeps into the couch. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in the sheets.
It's the opposite. It's Jerry Curl's cousin. That's what that is. Just you sit on the couch.
Just a squish. And then it's just there.
No. That means also she doesn't wipe the shit. She can't pat her pussy either. So that shit got she just is a walking metro station, bruh. She is walking around like the elevator in the metro.
Wow.
Just I bet you she's single. Or I can tell you what her boyfriend looks like.
He's white with dreadlocks.
Yes. Just ill. Yo, imagine it rains, like the water gets there and it just comes out the bottom of her pants or her skirt. Hey, you got something brown on your inside of your leg. Oh, that's just me. Nature's doing its thing. Nature's beautiful, isn't it?
Nature's shower.
Yo, bitch, get your dirty ass. No.
What's more unappealing? The woman who doesn't wipe her ass, or the woman who doesn't clean anything else but her ass?
I probably have to go ass, man. Like, she had to wipe. I could probably deal with a musky female as long as she didn't smell like shit.
So the woman who cleans nothing but her ass is the more appealing woman.
Yes.
Agreed. I don't want either one, but if I have to pick one of the two.
Yeah, I don't want either one, but like we could work around it. She'd wake up bald. Your hair gone, bitch. I don't know what was in it. It was moving last night. It had to go. And then honestly, I could just take her to the pools all summer. That's in a way cleaning her out, right? You know,
Sure.
As long as the ass is clean. Now the other way around, I could imagine I take her to my mom's house. What's that shit? Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Get off the couch. It's a white couch. You know you ain't supposed to be on that.
You got to stand up everywhere we go. No. Like she's in the car with you, dog. Like she's riding your.
I don't even want to move in fast, yo, because that means all that shit is just spreading. She just dropping dust everywhere, bruh. No. Definitely every time you get intimate with her, you got brown streaks.
No. Time out. There's no intimacy. None.
I'm gonna try. Natural lube, I guess. You
are asking for trouble. The most trouble one could ask for, you are asking for it.
I need batter for my dog.
No.
Yeah, that's gross.
All signs point to no.
Yeah, no, that's gross. I mean, like, that's disgusting. That bitch is gross. And the fact to put it out there. Like, you know, the internet's real, right? Like, shit stays there, right? Like, so, like, can you imagine you going on like a Tinder date? She shows up and you're like, you're the dirty butt bitch.
No. Or you're out on a date and you're like, you look familiar. You can't piece it. And you pull up your phone and then that story comes across your screen.
No. You're like, I can't place it. And all of a sudden you smell shit. And you're like, I don't smell, where are the horses? And she's like, oh, that's me.
Horses though. Horses, that is.
I don't know. I just feel like
concentrated.
Horses, I mean, that's dog shit. I mean,
this is people and horses are like flights above. Like nah. Horses.
I was thinking like a stable. You know, it smells like shit. But
yeah, exactly. That's not.
I mean, you got caked up cheeks. Caked up cheeks. That shit is trifling.
It's just a suicide chicken cheeks.
Mm-hmm. The only way I can think is that she has no butt cheeks. And that shit literally just comes right out of her ass and just blop. You know how animals wipe shit off? They drag their butt across the floor.
That was her reasoning. That was her reasoning.
So she's gonna drag her butt across your floor. My carpet. My Wayfair carpet. How dare you?
Well, you gotta buy carpet pads for your girlfriend.
Or buy a carpet from IKEA or something you can replace on a regular.
No, you just get down the little pads that little puppies and indoor dogs and.
Isn't she so cute, wiping her ass on the floor again?
Sicko mode, yeah. Sicko mode. Oh, sir, I don't have much else to go on today.
Oh, I do.
I don't. Okay, go for it.
One more. I got shared this, and I was like, I need to share it. Am I doing the screen? You know, I'll just do this. Share that. This is coming from North Dakota, 2019.
I'm on meth.
I'm on meth.
I'm on it too. So am I.
So am I.
I'm on meth.
Meth is not someone else's problem. It's everyone in South Dakota's problem. And we need everyone to get on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
I'm on it too.
All right, well, you know, just know they're on it. That's the commercial that someone signed off on to say, this is how we fight meth. If anything, South Dakota sound fun.
I mean, it looks like meth is sustaining the community. Like
it does.
We got kids on the high school football team.
No.
A lady in the church at the pews. Farmers are on meth. Like parents, like meth is a big part of the community, and they should not stop because they were organized enough to make a commercial about it while on meth. Produce, edit, hire people,
play the piano,
broadcast. Like they did everything that I would think would be involved in the successful marketing of a public service announcement while on meth. They probably should keep it up.
Yeah. The prevention, meth prevention commercial from 2019. You think it was successful?
I think as for meth users, yes, it was very successful.
Mm-hmm.
They did better than I could have expected.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard of this commercial, when somebody brought it to my attention, I was like, yeah, but what else are you supposed to do in South Dakota? I feel like what, Walmart, drive through a field, meth. And maybe classify different chickens.
So this is in Dakota, right?
South
Dakota. I mean, once a Dakota, always a Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it. You could visit one of those landmarks is out there with all the heads and carved on the side of a mountain. That's in the Dakotas. But there's not much else to do other than meth Walmarts and I don't know. Wiping your ass. Build a vehicle from scratch or something like that. But there's really nothing to do in any Dakota.
I feel like you could find a 1970 Charger in South Dakota in a barn somewhere.
But it also gets very cold there. So they might need like a
pick-me-up.
An old, well, they need the meth to stay warm, but like as far as vehicles, like they need engine block heaters and shit like that out there. Like you ever see that when you go to build a car, like you want an engine block heater. You don't need that in most places, but in the Dakotas, you need an engine block heater. So they need to do whatever they can to stay warm. And if that's doing meth and making commercials, keep it up, man. Yeah, power to you. Good on you. Good on you, Dakota. Good on you. I'm no longer dividing the Dakotas. Yeah, no, honestly, even when you said Dakota. It, I was like, I wanted to say South, but I was like, no, that sounds right too. Just Dakota. It's just actually, I'm gonna leave this on this note. So what I actually started doing since I don't watch sports ball, and I actually messed up. So I'm going with my mess up. I'm calling sports teams by their state. So the Florida Dolphins, the Maryland Ravens, the California 49ers. It's working. It's not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. You're not wrong. So the Texans, the Texas Cowboys, the New York Giants. Got that one right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to keep it going. Keep it going with the sports teams' names by the states that they're actually in. Yep. I like it. Well, sir, I appreciate you linking up with your boy to record episode 179 of the Don't Judge Me podcast. And I guess I'm going to begin to close this bad boy out. Thank you, jury members, as the actions have been arraigned correctly and our judgment is final. If you want to provide different input or share an agreement, please reach out to us via don'tjudgepod@gmail.com. You can leave a voicemail at 410-834-1562. Or you can hit up Sir Nygel on WhatsApp at Don't Judge Podcast. Remember, enjoy life and do whatever you want with that life, just as long as you don't judge me for judging you. Yeah, mind you guys about our Twitter and our Instagram at Don't Judge Pod. Slide on through. Tell us some funny shit. Catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out.